Hello, GraceWorks friends. It's Alicia, and we are going to do something a little bit different with this newsletter with a brief video instead of my letter. And I have a couple things I want to update you all on. I am standing in the biggest one I want to update you on, which is our renovated food pantry. In August, we had an answered prayer come to life when we were able to dedicate some of the processing space that we had to have for our food pantry and turn it into shoppable floor space for our neighbors. Not only were we able to add space, we made a much more dignified experience by purchasing some new shelves, adding some wonderful signage, and just making the process much more efficient. And we know that it hit our goal of a more dignified experience because of what we have heard from the neighbors already. I'll give you a brief example. I was actually walking in the food pantry yesterday, and I saw a little boy carrying a pumpkin just like this one, and he was dawdling around while his mother was taking her time and making the selections of the fresh produce that she wanted to feed her family for the month. And so I was able to play with this little boy. He was 2 years old, which is the age of my son, and it was so fun to see the joy and the excitement and the experience that they had being at GraceWorks. So not only did they roll out of this pantry with a cart full of nutritious food and some festive treats that everyone likes to enjoy during this time of year, but they were able to roll out with an experience that truly made them feel dignified, seen, and have more hope and optimism as they stepped into the rest of their week. So we're just so thrilled with what we were able to accomplish here with this food pantry renovation. When you enter our food pantry now, you have these very helpful bilingual signs to show you a little bit more of what to expect. You would select your size of cart right here, and then you would be welcomed to the shopping floor that has labeled signs for every section. This floor is much larger than it used to be. We have so much more room for fresh produce that we're rescuing and purchasing every single day. We have our hygiene section, and we have additional refrigerators and freezers, allowing us to provide those nutritious options that will allow you to have a full grocery experience. A few other things that this food pantry has allowed us to do, not only is it a more dignified experience, we are able to stock much more product on the shelves so that we can host a more efficient appointment turnaround system. We host 4 appointments every 30 minutes. So 4 full carts of food are rolling outside of the GraceWorks stores every 30 minutes. And so it's really important for us to be able to move in a quick environment. At the same time, we would love to host more people in this pantry. And what we're excited to learn is that our new pantry layout is going to allow us to add additional appointments. So stay tuned on how you can help make that possible, because it will take some extra support to keep these shelves stocked at a higher rate. But we are just so thrilled at the possibility of our new renovation and what it can do for the community. The other thing I want to share with you is just a quick story. When I was over here talking with my friend who was holding the pumpkin, we also heard an awesome story from a volunteer who said, "Oh yeah, just the other day I had a neighbor come in and they were able to share with me, wow, I just don't feel like a beggar anymore." And that was such a wonderful celebration, because that is the heart of GraceWorks. We don't want anybody to feel less than in their most vulnerable moment when they're coming to ask for help. And so thank you so much, the community who made this possible, who follow us, who support us, who talk about us. We're just so excited to step into this season with our new food pantry.